Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I make my Procreate sources. This is something I haven't done in ages. I thought I'd just show you how I would make one using sources from Pinterest. Sometimes I would use sources from Pexels or Pixabay, but just for the time's sake and just for the easiness to download something onto my iPad, I've just decided to use Pinterest sources, which is in the public domain anyway. You're not really supposed to use the photograph exactly like the photographer is showing if they're doing a proper photo shoot, because that is the artistic voice of the artist that has taken the photograph. But if you alter it in such a way that you create your own story, then that is okay, which is what I'm planning to do. So I am, as you can see, just scrolling through all the Pinterest boards that I have. I have Pinterest boards of art painting references that are public that are private and secret to the public, so you can't really see them. So think of this as a little sneak peek. And I have a people's board as well. So I literally just went in today with no plan, and I just wanted to see what would inspire me as I was looking through all the abundance of pictures that I've saved over time. So look, I found a picture. I love this picture. It is giving real country western vibes. So I can actually make this into a lovely country painting of this girl reminiscing or appreciating her life in the countryside. So I'll take this picture, download it, and I'll put it into Procreate now. Now I've got to make it try to fit the canvas, flip it around, and yeah. Now it's time to mess around with the filters. This is a lot of trial and error, but we'll find something that works well, looks good, and we'll see how it goes. So here I am just messing around with the filters and trying to find which one works. If you don't know what Procreate is, it is an amazing tool for artists on an iPad, and well, you can even have it on your iPhone as well, but I have it on this iPad and I make my sources through it if I want to do some graphic design or some other kind of like digital artwork. I feel like it's missing something more, so maybe because she looks like she's a cowgirl and she lives on a ranch, let's add some horses to give that power. So I decided to go back into Pinterest. I know I have a horses board, but let's just see what the search engine has when I search for horses running and wild mustangs. So I see a lot of nice black stallion ones that have a lot of dust behind them. So yeah, pick a couple of those and slot them in. Quite like that. And then try and add a filter to that so that it can act like an overlay into the piece itself. And we got to make it so that it is not just one horse, we got to have another horse somewhere. So maybe do that at the bottom. Because it is just two horses, we've got to have an odd number, so maybe let's kind of just add something else into the frame too. Maybe add some sunshine, and we'll see how that works. I'll play around with the filters there, it gives it a bit of a old film look. Like those kind of cinematic looks that you'd get with the saturation and everything. That looks really cool with the two people on the horsebacks looking in the distance with the sunset or sunrise, whatever it is. That area looks a little bare, so maybe I'll get myself a windmill or a windmill. There's my Afrikaans side coming through. Let's put a little bit of a windmill in the picture too, to give it that farm look. Quite like that. And let's just mess around with the filters and placements and everything, just to give it that feminine, old, rustic film look. And maybe add a nice inspiring cursive font sort of writing into the piece too. Cowgirl, there's not really any cars in here anyway, so maybe I'll choose something else. With all the horses running, gives a sense of freedom, so I'll probably add that word in there, and that actually looks quite nice. I'm actually quite proud on how this turned out. Haven't done this in absolute ages. I definitely need to do more of them. Even if I don't turn them into paintings, they're a nice exercise to test your graphic design and illustration, picture placement, collage. It's just a way of exercising that artist within you and just practicing placement and just your eye, like your artist's eye, just to test that out. And maybe this picture will be a painting time lapse for a future video, so stay tuned. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this short little video, and TTFN, ta-ta for now. See you in the next video.